Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Dansko Traders app, and I believe you guys are having a good time. Yes, I see Julius. Welcome, good morning. Those on Instagram, good morning guys. Right about now we are going to be starting our session as usual. You know the drill, we pray and then get started. So let's pray. Father, we say thank you for this beautiful morning. Thank you that we're back here for the last night this year of the week, and we know that it's going to be even better than the previous day, Lord. Thank you that you're giving us good entries, good setup, good trade setups, and of course you're also giving us some great profit tonight. We give you praise for what we're about to achieve today, and I know that we will give you the glory and honor at the end of the day. We give you praise and honor in Jesus' name we prayed. Amen. Alright, so let's get into it. So we started with we always start with crash 500, and yesterday what happened on crash 500 changed the thing. So yesterday, this is crash 500. This is crash 500. We were looking for an uptrend. We were looking for buys after the breakout, but when it reacted, okay, we first sold. No. Do we sell it? We did not sell it, but it did this right there, broke that level, and then came down again, retested all the way down below. Looking at H1, you can see where it was reacting back to this OB on H1. It's where price was reacting all the way back to okay, this was the first one, but then on M15 we have that other level. If I go to M15, you'll be able to see this level right here. So that's where price reacted back to. Right now I don't need this. I don't surely need this. Now we clearly see that it tested after breaking structure to give us a new higher high according to M15, and then later broke and continued, broke structure, gave us another break of structure, and continued the buys just like we had anticipated. Now going to H4, we clearly see that we have been looking at buys coming all the way there. That's where we want the buys to come to. So this is the move, that move that we need. Then it can retest here later again down below. So having seen that, all I need to do is I want to see if price has reacted to our fib retracement level, and it has. So if it has done that, why do I have to wait? I have to wait because M15 is still sort of dropping, because that is a break of structure right there. So until it comes back and fails to break this level, then I cannot enter. But the buy has started. The buy has started, and that is a confirmation of the pullback according to fib retracement level. So this is a break of structure on M15 when it is dropping. So all I need is price to try to break this and give us an entry. So that's what I'm gonna be anticipating right now. And my TP, first TP will be there, but of course we also know that according to H4 we want it to reach there. So if you can hold, then you can enter buys and hold them all the way to reach that level according to H4. So for now, no business. We leave it until it decides to drop. Though, according to M5, it looks like it may not drop. According to M5, looks like it may not drop. So let me just have that there. M5 looks like it may not drop. Let's wait and see what will come through. A boom 1000. So boom 1000 yesterday. Yesterday it was consolidating. You can see how it played games there. So all this could not give us anything, so we don't need it. But we clearly see that from there to there, that is how it was playing games until it broke that level, and then went ahead and tested, came here to test this fair value gap on M15. Let me delete this now. Tested this M15 right there, fair value gap, and then went ahead to give us another break of structure. Now I want to clearly see it according to H4. So according to H4, it is dropping, but what we need is price not to break this OB. But remember, this was a break of structure right here, so this can be enough for a pullback. Why? This is a pullback. This was a pullback to that breaker broke right there according to H4. So price has touched that breaker broke where it broke structure from and dropped down. So price can actually continue selling according to daily time frame. Because we needed it to reach this other daily OB to make it a support level. So, and of course, according to price action, we are still strongly selling, even as you can see that was a break of structure on the daily time frame. So if I go to H4, I see a strong high momentum sell candle right there happening, and when I go to M15, I see that I'm also looking at selling. So if I see that, then my anticipation changes. Because I be knowing that I'm going to actually continue selling according to M15, but then it is likely to pull back according to M5, pull back all the way there, because this was a change of character. Having reached that level, this was a change of character here, so it might react all the way to such a level right there, then drop to give you a better entry according to M5. It might drop, come all the way up there. It might do this move. So I'm not gonna do anything right here. I'm just going to wait. You can see it has just spiked there. My anticipation is this. This is according to M5 and M15. Then drop to get back to this H4OB, to get back to that H4OB, that H4OB. But then you might as well break that OB according to daily time frame and actually continue with a downtrend to reach this other daily OB. So that would be my anticipation right now on this asset, boom 1000. So let's leave it on M15 and let's now get in on boom 500. So boom 500 boom 500 yesterday it hit our target, but it first played games. Yeah, our first entry was here, so I had broken even, so it took me out, then went and tested, then I got another perfect entry that I gave to the VIP guys, and that was a trade that hit our 1 to 3 perfectly, and then we moved out. That was yesterday, the sell move that we were looking at. Then after hitting the TP and reaching that support level according to H4 and daily time frame, then we started the buy again, and now we sort of have three lows that down on the same level. Okay, let's first delete these. Delete that, come to H1. We have that as an order block, as a resistance. So we know that according to H4, this is our neckline. To when price breaks that, then that means we have a reversal. Yes, of course, we have a better signal down below coming from that support. It is a strong one. Now according to H4, we should be looking at price breaking this perfectly today to continue with the buys. So I don't need all that, neither do I need this. So now let's go to M15. M15 we've seen H4 we've seen we need buys. M15, yeah, buys are on. Buys are on. Buys are on. Yeah. And yes. So why not enter now? New H4 is about to close. How is it going to close? With the rejection. So if I enter here, that means to be safe, I will have to put my stop loss below this low right here on H4. So since it is boom 500, we can wait for a new H4 to start. Then at the beginning of the new H4, we make our buy entries. This is where you will be able to put your stop loss, but I'll have to wait for this candle to close, then immediately enter buys at the beginning of a new H4 candle. So we have about how many minutes? About 3 minutes this candle to close. Alright, we'll come back to it. Let's first run with V25 1S. Volatility 25 1S. Now before I go to that, my anticipation is now not waiting but entering buys to reach our first TP there, then of course come to that level which is the neckline according to H4 boom 500. So hopefully it breaks it and continues like that. So that is our anticipation right now as we speak. That's what will be that's what we're going to be anticipating. So we leave it at we're going to leave it at M15. Volatility. Now volatility 25s, volatility 25s, we were looking for that, but still price continued to break it. Our anticipation was price to reach there. That was an OB here, right here, and then we drop down for a pullback to this level. That is what we wanted, and then later get us into sales to break this level probably, but that never happened. It actually got enough momentum to continue with buys. So that makes me wonder why we are getting buys, and I want to close all this right here, everything that I have here and there, and delete, then come to H4 so that I can understand. We have a break of structure on H4. That is weird. That is so weird. But normally, like how I normally tell you that we are not market makers, we are just market followers. So whatever you see here, whatever the big guys give you, you follow it. Whatever the big guys give you, you just follow it. Price failed to break this level clearly, as you can see, so it ended up giving you that. So right now it is looking for a new higher high, so no business with this asset as of now. But if it breaks that level above there, if it breaks that previous high there, then we are assured of the buys. This is on daily time frame, because this was a change of character on the daily time frame right here. So right now it's going back up again. So until it breaks that level, or until it fails to break it, we have no business with this asset. I don't think I can do any entries with this asset, because all I see is break of structure, continue with buys. The uptrend is still strong. The buyers are still strongly pushing. So no business here. I will wait for it probably at the end of today, and we can trade it probably tomorrow. But until then, right now I cannot do anything. So the week is closing on Saturday. So today is likely to still close as a buy move, but then tomorrow we are likely to sell it. Tomorrow we are likely to come in with sales. Yeah, let's hope it's gonna happen just like that. So hold on, tomorrow is a Saturday, so we are likely to start selling this asset tomorrow. Hold on. Now a new candle, H4 candle, has just started, so I wanted to enter buys immediately at the new H4 candle on Boom 500, but can I wait? Can I think I can wait. Why do I say I can wait? Because if I go to M5, this is a break of structure, so that means price is going to come down again according to M5. So that may be a reason to hold on. And wait for even a perfect entry according to M5. But on M15, this was ready to go because price is above our 10 MA. So I'm just going to hold on because of M5, seeing this as a break of structure. So I'm just going to hold on because of this break of structure on M15. I mean M5. V75. Let's now talk about V75. So V75, let's see. Yesterday I told you it is already pushing for buys. It is still strongly selling. So yesterday it gave us something like that as a pennant, so it was a continuation, though I did not enter it or because of the momentum. Look at that momentum right there. It was weird momentum to actually be able to enter it. Even though you had entered it, I don't think you could have held all the way down below like how it is going now. So it's a crazy market on V75. So this is a no-go for me. I don't trade such markets. This was a breakout. This was a breakout on that all-time low. Now it is trying to look for an all-time low again, V75. So if I go to this, I don't need all that. I don't need all this. All that can go. Let's now just leave it. It is leaving. It has left, of course, after that breakout on that support. It has left a fair value gap there, so at a certain point it will have to come back to give us a pullback. So as we wait for that pullback, we just keep on hoping that it's gonna give us a reversal probably on M15 or on H4, because everything now that we have is pointing to oversold according to these time frames: H4, H1, M15, and of course even daily time frame. They are all showing that we are oversold. So no business here. Don't even waste your time on it. Jump 50. Jump 50, right? So it has kept playing in between those two levels. So up to now it's playing games, and it has been a weird asset for quite some time. We've not traded it for quite some time. Going to H4, failing to break this to continue selling. It's failing to break that support to actually continue selling, and we wanted buys from this level according to daily, and I believe even on the weekly. See the weekly is still strongly selling. Yeah, weekly is strongly selling. Gave us a fake breakout there to only later continue selling. So that is the weekly. Why? Because of this pennant right here, pennant structure. So what are we going to do now? H4 wants buys first, daily time frame, and H4 wants to first buy. I'm looking for probably this liquidity here. This is the one that I see that it left back, and this is the reason why we should be looking for buys. That's the reason why we are looking for buys. But why aren't we getting ready for it? H4 is not yet ready to buy, and until it is ready we cannot do nothing. So we have to just leave it. We have to wait. So for that case, I'm gonna wait, but let me see if I can actually try to get like an entry on M15. Not really, so no business here. Don't waste your time on it, leave it. J25 moved yesterday, and I want to see it. So yesterday our anticipation was pull back here so that we can enter buys later, but it faked us. This was a fake change of character on M15, so it dropped to give us a break of structure down below. I did not enter it though. You can see we did not make any entries. So break of structure here gave us a new lower low on M15, but then later came and gave us a new change of character, so this and that can go. The buy that we wanted started from here, so go to H4. This was the other day where we made some loss. So now clearly this was a doji that initiated the buy. Now price has reacted back to that same level, which is something that can be very important according to M15 and H4. Though now all we need to have a sniper entry is price to be above our 10 MA for us to actually initiate the buy. So right now, according to M15, all I want to wait for is price to be above my 10 MA, and I will immediately make my buy move. So going back to H4, the new H4 has just started, and it is a strong, seems to be a strong buy. But I want to remind you that also that was a breakout on the daily time frame, a breakout from that level, and it is still strongly selling. Daily time frame is still strongly selling. So having seen that this was a break of structure here on H4, and then it gave us a lower low, then pulled back to give us a lower high here, I wouldn't rush to look for buys. I can only enter some buys if M15 goes above my 10 MA, giving me an indication that it has failed to break this level, this support level right here. But as we all know that price can eventually fake you here and then drop massively to break that and continue with the downtrend, because already we are still in a downtrend. This was a break of structure, lower low, lower high. Now it is looking for a new lower low. So until then, this is likely to be a no-go for me. Likely to be a no-go for me to trade. So I'm just gonna leave it. And wait. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm going to leave that asset. I will not focus on it today. Just leave it on M15. Jump 10. Let's talk about jump 10. All the assets today are somehow weird. The momentum is not clear for us to trade. So jump 10. All right, so we know that according to daily time frame, we've been looking for sales. All right, yesterday we had that kind of weird structure. We wanted buys to first reach there, then we can anticipate sales from there, from that fair value gap that was left there, but price did not reach all the way up there. But that doesn't mean that buys are still not valid. I see something here that was left back, which is a fair value gap 2 on this level. Price may look for that fair value gap before it continues with the buys. So what are we going to do? So all I know to do right now is go to M15 and look at what is happening. Price is actually strongly selling. Apparently it bought here yesterday and now it is selling strongly, and I believe it's coming for this. If I use my fib and I do this right there, you'll be able to see that that is a perfect level for price to grab liquidity or to react back to, and then give us an entry for the buys. give us an entry for the buys. So that is what I'm gonna be anticipating. Our 61.2.8 is here, so it can as well give us that kind of a week and then push us all the way back up. So my anticipation is simple: this, and then get us back into buys to grab that liquidity, and then drop, and then drop, and then drop for a downtrend. That is my anticipation. So are we going to sell now? I think we can sell if you're a scalper, though it is riskier looking at M5, but the sell is on, though it will give you a big stop loss. That is so big. So what I may suggest is, before you enter your sell, wait for price to give you a pullback, probably back there, and then you enter your sells to drop down. So now I won't be entering any sells because the stop loss is big. I'll just wait for when it makes this kind of a pullback. Probably when it reaches around that area, it may give us this kind of a move. So let's hold on to this. And lastly is gold. Lastly, it is gold. According to what we needed yesterday, this is gold. So it gave us yesterday is the anticipation according to M5. Let me first show you M5. This was M5 here. I was looking for that sell. We actually sold and we were taken out earlier. We entered a little bit early and we were taken out, but then later it dropped to come to this fair value gap that we were looking at, price reaching that there. And then after reaching that fair value gap, the price immediately broke out, because this was of course a flag. So it was when it finished creating that flag, it was no brainer that is going to continue with the buys, because it is already the major trend for the major time frames. So clearly it was going to continue with the buys. That was the flag that was activated yesterday after we had moved out of the session. So right now all this was never respected, so we can delete it. I was hoping yesterday that it would actually drop down a little bit more for the AMD, but no, it was never an AMD, because it actually continued. It just consolidated here, did not manipulate at all, but broke and continued with the intended direction. So now I can delete all that. Don't worry about this. This is just where it shows you New York session and London session and whatsoever. So today clearly you can see that the session has been, the Asian session has been an accumulation level, and it's about to close in the next, it's about to close like in the next hour. It will be closing, I think, at midday. Yeah, it will be closing at midday, the Asian. And then the London has already started at 11, so it's likely to drop. It's likely to drop like that. And then in the New York we come in. So this is likely to be the AMD perfect move today. seeing of course what is happening already. But can I enter this? Not really. I cannot enter the sell unless price breaks that level right there. If price breaks that support on M15, then I have an entry to sell it. If it doesn't, then I don't have business with it. I don't know if we have some news. I don't know if we have some news in the London session. If we have some news, then that news is likely to activate this drop all the way down below here, all the way down to this level right here. So for now, no business. Let me first try to delete all these, because I'm seeing price is trying to delete those two. This is a break of structure, so I don't need these two again. We left this fair value gap, so we can delete that. Alright, so now we can go back to M15. So all we need now is price to drop from this support here and then give us a better entry for the buys after this manipulation move. Asian has been consolidating or accumulating. That means we are likely to see a drop at towards the end of London or in the middle of the London session, whatever happens, and then after that we will be closing the week with the move that takes us back to the buys or to an uptrend. Now be sure that we are about to hit the target around 5k there, because the previous yesterday was able to give us an all-time high of gold at 4967. It almost hit 5k yesterday, so the next move is likely to hit 5k, which will be the all-time high of the price of gold. Alright, so we are seeing a drop now. We are seeing a drop. I think there is some news happening. I think there is some news happening. We are seeing a drop. Weird. A drop. I think there are some news happening. I'm not sure. I haven't checked to see if there is any news, but know that for sure we will sell from when it breaks this level. It hasn't broken it yet. Wait. That is gold. Let's wrap it up with a recap and we call it a day. I want to remind you to like, to share, and to subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. It helps us to keep pushing, keep bringing to you the analysis. If it helps, of course, if you find value in it, then you can, if you don't mind, you can like. Otherwise, I'm happy. I appreciate it for you guys joining in, and also those who are on Instagram. We are also live on Instagram. So let's do the recap and we call it a day. We started with crash 500. All we want is a pullback here that we can enter buys, so no business yet. Boom 1000, we want, I told you we are likely to see this pullback there and then later drop for the sell. So can we now enter buys? I think we can. I think we can. It's gonna be crazy, but there's entering buys here, looking for that short buy, and then it first comes here and takes you out. So if I enter this asset, my stop loss has to be all the way down below here. Let me first check H4. So H4 closed as a sell candle, so whatever that might happen now might actually continue selling So that's why it is very skeptical. It might not even react all the way back there. So don't risk for such a trade. You rather wait for the sales than entering buys to take you there. It is not wise. So don't look for this move. If that move happens, miss it and then enter sales perfectly, because generally we are looking for sales than buys. That's a general trend. All right, we've missed the entry there on boom 500. We needed to enter, but I think now we can enter. I do believe we can enter now. Yeah, make the entry. Make the entry, put your stop loss right there, just like I told you. Put your stop loss right there. Now we will aim at a 1 to 2 usual. We can aim at a 1 to 2, which is likely to bring us there for our first TP. But if it breaks it, if it has enough momentum, it can break it and give us a 1 to 3. So let's aim at a 1 to 3 for this asset. Let's aim at a 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 is right there. So that's what I'm gonna be aiming at for this buy, right there. All right, so that's it. We've locked in our buys. Wait a minute, this was a Malibuzu candle on H1, but I don't trust H1. I don't trust H1, so I'm not going to trust it even now. H1 can lie and give you a fake thing, so I'm just going to hold my entry and hopefully it pays out. So I'm risking about $24 here. So let's wait and see what comes around, if we are likely to make this money. So we leave it at M15. V25S, no business. It's still going into an uptrend, so until tomorrow I cannot even think about opening this chart again. V25S, same as V75, no business with it. It's still strongly bearish, so I have no, I need to anticipate, I need to wait for this kind of a move so that I can enter it to reach there at the breakout. So until then, no business. It has to be ready for the buys. So, and it has not yet given us any signs, you know, so no business here, because this is a break of structure on M15. All right, jump 50 is the one that may give us an entry for buys today, though it is a bit jump 50. If it pulls back, then we get a better entry. H4 is not yet ready to buy, so that's why I'm still holding to enter buys. So no business still, even though it is, the buy is looking perfect there. I don't buy it. These are jumps. It can easily jump straight back down, so no business with it. Jump 25. Jump 25, I want to remind you that we are still bearish after seeing that break of structure, giving us a new lower low and new lower high, and that momentum sell candle there, that high momentum sell candle there, tells you that we are likely to continue selling. So even though according to M15 we are seeing that we may get an opportunity for the buys, I doubt it is likely to be a manipulation move for the buy to later continue selling. So no business here, because market cannot just overlook that momentum like that momentum candle there. It cannot overlook it. It is even an H4 candle Remember, daily we are still looking for sells strongly, so that cannot just be overlooked like that. This has to end up being a sell. So what do? I may wait for the breakout here, then I can enter sells. That is what I'm likely to do. I may wait for the breakout there, then I enter sells immediately without waiting for a pullback. That's what I'm likely to do. So no business here. It's likely to trick you thinking it's going to buy, but later it will sell. Looking at the momentum of that candle there, the previous H4 candle. Yes, jump 10, we are selling, and it's likely to give us that and then continue selling. So I may not look for this buy, but I may wait for the sell to happen. Because we are likely going to come to look for this liquidity here before we can actually continue with the buy according to H4 and daily time frame. So what do? We wait for a pullback back to the breaker block, back to such a level here. That is a breaker block there, and then we come in with sells. Lastly is gold, and the manipulation move has already happened. There is news happening, so we were unable to enter that candle, that move. Look at that. So this is a manipulation currently happening. It is likely to continue all the way back here, so I may not enter this sell. I'm going to wait for the buy. So if it continues, it's likely to do that and then continue down again. If it does that, those who scalp can get a better entry. If it does that, then those who scalp can get a better entry for the sell. But I'm not going to enter sells. Me myself, I will not enter any sells. Alright, so that's it. I think we've picked one or two things today. Hopefully you guys had a great time with me. I know we had a great time, so we call it a day. Be reminded that today we will have the BTC analysis at 10 minutes past 1. So at 10 minutes past 1 I'll be coming back for the live stream only on YouTube, not on Instagram, and I will be able to analyze BTC. So let's call it a day. We'll be back here for synthetic indices on Monday. I hope you guys will be around to kickstart yet another week. That will be our last week for the month of January, and before we enter Feb. Let me wish you guys a good day. Those who want to register for VIP Signal platform, you are welcome, but also those who want to also register for the Feb class, trading class, you can still register, and we get ready to kickstart in Feb and learn all these concepts, all these strategies that I use when I'm trading, all these terminologies, whatever we use right here, and you'll be able to learn as you trade. Otherwise, I wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. Bye bye.